Welcome to the Community Forum. My name is John Goliatino, and I'm your host. This evening we're going to be doing another segment of our community service in the sense that we have the Rotary Club, and we're going to be talking tonight to the Sunrise Rotary Club. There are two Rotary Clubs in town. We'll get into that later. With me tonight is Julie Rippenhagen, who's the current governor of Rotary, and Doug Sherman, who's the president of the Sunrise Club. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Before we get into our questions, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit maybe about your family and how you came into the area, or how long you've been in the area, and how you came to be in Rotary in your current positions.
Okay. I've been here for 40 years, and when I was working with the Red Cross, the gentleman who was doing our accounting was part of the group that was from the Danbury Lunch Club that was forming a breakfast club in Rotary, and he asked me to become a part, and so I became a charter member. That was in 1997, and I served as president of our club, and now am working towards being district governor. My term will start the 1st of July of next year. So it's exciting to work with the volunteers, because we are all volunteers in Rotary, and so it's really exciting.
So the governorship is basically having how many clubs that report to you, just so that people understand that?
I will be district governor for District 7980, which is the 4 southern counties of Connecticut. We have 62 clubs and about 2,700 Rotarians.
Wow.
So
that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of visits to go to, but I am so excited.
Yeah.
And now we're doing things to plan training so that presidents are trained before they become presidents, and making sure their training is right, and then that there's training for club members, and it's a 3-year process once starts.
Now we'll Doug, could you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, a little bit. My wife was a mortgage broker, and she ran into or got a call from a couple that were living in Danbury, Larry and Eva Wright. Larry Wright was a member of the Rotary Club here, the Danbury Sunrise Club. We became very close friends with them. He encouraged me to join. I went to see what it was like, and was very impressed with the attitude, the fellowship, and the good works that the club had been doing, and so I joined. I forget when it was now. It seems like yesterday, but it was probably 3 or 4 years ago, and was encouraged to run for president, which I did, and I'm 3.5 months into my 1-year term, enjoying it immensely.
That's the main thing.
Yes,
yeah.
right. And we do a lot of really good things that make you feel good.
Well, we'll get into that.
Yes, right.
First of all, what is Rotary? And I always remember seeing like the circle, and maybe you can explain that. Somebody explained to me that this. I think it started in New England, and the New England. No.
It's known now as the world's first service organization. It was started in 1917 by a gentleman called Paul Harris with 5 other business associates in Chicago.
I was going to talk about the roads. It had something to do with the roads all coming into...
No, it's not. It's not a road from a rotary, but it's the wheel of business.
Oh, okay.
And so slowly but surely, they invited more and more business associates. So it's very much based on business professional and community leaders gathering together with the whole purpose of doing service. And that's...
I stand corrected, because that's what I was told. It had something to do with the junctions of all the roads. And
one of our perennial guiding light sayings is service above self.
That's our motto.
And that continues on from year to year to year. We're an organization of diverse professional and business people gathered together from the community in which we operate, and we do a lot of things.
When was it organized in Danbury? Because that was 1917, you know, out in
For Rotary
Chicago.
International, yeah.
Yeah, Danbury's over 70 years old.
Yeah, I thought it was a while.
And the Danbury Sunrise Club broke off from the Danbury Club. We were chartered, when was it, Joe?
1997.
97, right. So we're 12 years old.
And it's not like anything fundamental like you know, the Baptists and Methodists.
No.
It was more of a case of some are more alert at breakfast time.
Exactly,
as opposed
and there
to
were
some,
many people that couldn't afford to take the longer time from their business.
Yeah,
right.
And so they
which
started the
usually
lunch.
The lunch
and
is like an hour and a half.
As we started, we
Yeah.
did many joint ventures, and then as each pool gathered, because each club brings in its own members, then we've kind of gone our way. And
So
gone
there's
the
no
other.
connection with you aside from the fact you're Rotarians, it's the same goals, same traditions.
There are certain things that we share.
You do certain things.
We work together with them in scholarships, and fundraising has gotten more and more separated. But we work together on the scholarships at this point. But as each project comes up, if it's appropriate, we're there to work together.
Right. We're also sort of kind of partners with the Brookfield Club. We recently had organized by Anthony DiCaprio, our president-elect, we had a Rotary shredding day and electronic equipment recycling day in Bethel. It was amazingly successful. It was the first one of its kind that we were involved in, and it was organized by the two clubs. It was fabulous.
Okay. And what are some of the other programs that you do aside from the scholarships? Scholarships is always big because that's your future, the kids,
If there are quite a few, so if you don't mind my referring to my crib notes here.
And then we'll take it to the next level and tell you things that Rotary offers that our people in our area can take advantage of on the next level.
Right.
The local things that we do, we contribute to a variety of worthy community groups. We help students experience the importance and value of community service through the College Rotary Interact Club. We award college scholarships. We support the Salvation Army with holiday bell ringing. We distribute dictionaries as part of our literacy enhancement program to all the third graders in the local public and parochial schools in Danbury and Bethel.
Interesting. The third grade?
In the third grade. It's the first time that many of the children have ever owned their own book.
But did you picked the third grade for a reason? They're a certain age at that point?
Well,
they're really beginning to work with words, and the teachers look forward to our coming with that. Many of the teachers have a curriculum all set.
Right.
And are pleased if we get it there in time so that they can do it with their students.
We also provide books to the Danbury Library for local teenagers. Those books are specified by the library that they would like them. We purchase them, and then our guest speakers sign the books, and then they're donated to the library. We support the Dress for Success program for school-age children. Pull your pants up. We celebrate the Police and Firefighter of the Year with a fundraising and awards dinner. We keep Elmwood Park in Danbury spotless for the enjoyment of Danbury residents. Every Rotarian in the club has a month, where their responsibility is to go and keep the park clean.
Right.
We provide holiday lighting tours for seniors. We plant trees in Danbury parks on Arbor Day. We provide immunization for both local children and adults, and we help support the Red Cross and Shelter of the Cross in the Danbury area. We also do a variety of international things.
Right. Now, what is the Rotary Foundation and the Rotary International, and I guess how is it connected to the local?
The Rotary Foundation of Rotary International is a not-for-profit organization that raises money. It's all donated money that's raised mostly from Rotarians, but also comes from the outside. And this is used to enable Rotary clubs to do matching grants and greater activities. For example, our club, on the basis of what's given in the district, our club can do a matching grant where we put some money, club money up, we get some money from the district, and we can do a larger project right here. I believe that Rogers Park was partially funded for that. The pond at Rogers Park with the two clubs. It also enables us to put up a student for Ambassadorial Scholar, which is a master's level program where a student from our country can go anywhere in the world, and students from other parts of the world come here. And of course the side piece of that is when a student is visiting whatever country, as our students visit here, Rotary clubs near the universities become hosts, and they become ours as a district, and we learn about their culture from them. So it's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Where does the Bill Gates money come in? Because somebody told me about that.
$255,000 million, thousand it should be, dollars in two gifts he has given to the Rotary Foundation directed towards the complete eradication of polio. And the challenge is that clubs, through fundraising with the general public, we hope, will raise another $200 million to match it. There are 4 countries left that still have active polio cases. It's Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, and Nigeria. And they're getting down there. And we work with the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control. But what is so exciting is the vaccine is administered with many people, but many Rotary clubs, and Rotarians from our country will go to perhaps India and go out with the Indian club members. And one by one, this has to be done. I've got statistics that blow me away of how many kids are being affected. As a result, because Rotarians have raised $1.2 billion over the years to this, and this isn't even counting what the Gateses have had. As a result, 2 billion children under 5 have gotten the vaccine. 5 million who might have been paralyzed are not paralyzed. And 500,000 new cases were prevented each year. So we're close, and we're just hoping that the community will know and listen to when Rotary is trying to raise those last bit of funds to make it gone.
And one of the side benefits of inoculating children against polio is that, well, the primary benefit is they don't get polio.
Right.
And the side benefit is they don't transmit polio to other children.
Right.
Now, one of the other things that the Gateses have done is to provide a significant amount of money for the reduction of malaria worldwide. Where polio is a crippling and killing disease, malaria is primarily a killing machine. The Anopheles mosquito primarily attacks young children, and a child dies every 12 seconds somewhere in the world because of malaria. So that's a worthy project also.
Right, you got to get those ponds of sitting water eradicated, and that costs a lot of money.
What is neat about Rotary is there are Rotary clubs all over the world. Let's talk 33,000, yeah, clubs.
33,000.
Over 1.2 million Rotarians. So we try and identify clubs that are working in their local communities with the problem and pair up with them and either bring district dollars from the foundation or district and club and global dollars from the foundation, and working with that club who's working with the people, build that matching grant money so that we can work on solutions. Clean water, malaria is one of Doug's
That's one
dreams.
Of my pet projects.
We have a group in Newtown that has worked on clean water filters in Ghana. We've supported as a club clean biosand filters in South Asia, southern part of India.
This is a filter made out of concrete, costs about $20 to build.
Concrete and sand.
Concrete and sand, where you can take raw sewage and put it into the top of the filter, and out the bottom of the filter comes pristine, clear, sterilized drinking water.
And in many countries, they're training the local residents to build them, so there's employment as well.
Here's a perfect example of, not to go off on a tangent, a perfect example of sometimes people think, oh, China and India are so much advanced. Well, in India, you got a lot of these diseases and things, and they're a long way from our standard of living, and they need the leadership to show them how to get out of that, and Rotary stepped in to do that.
Yeah.
What's also interesting is this coming year, our district is going to be a pilot district in new ways to use the foundation money to do these things. And one of the things we're going to have is vocational training teams. We're going to try and pair with a district that has a need. Perhaps Guatemala needs a burn center, and we'll bring some of their people here and train them, perhaps at Bridgeport Hospital, and then send them back and return a team of experts from our area to their country. There's the exchange, there's the training, and then perhaps even send along some equipment to equip that area. It could be in health and safety, it could be in water, it could be in literacy, of finding the needs. And because, how do I say it, because we are very blessed with having so many universities, hospitals, and fine things, our feeling is that we should offer to train and to receive people need to be trained. And then our club members will get a chance to meet those people from the other cultures and learn and share.
Now, how much interaction does the local Rotary have, let's say, people around the world? You have an international convention, and you have a national convention, don't you?
We have no, only an international.
Only an international.
And everyone is invited, and this year it's in Montreal.
Okay,
as we say, how could it be so close?
Yeah, so it's close.
We're 10,000 Rotarians from all over the world. We have many Rotarians, particularly in Connecticut, who have literally gone to the Rotary clubs of the other countries, and our people have started it, and then have brought our dentist Nels Dalmeda has gone to Haiti and has done dentistry with the Haiti Foundation. The Haitian Health Foundation.
Right.
So there's a lot of ties that people who've traveled have gotten to do. It's really exciting.
So that's many Rotarians have traveled and gone to visit other clubs, and since it's all over the world, you're always welcome at another Rotary Club.
Yes.
Exactly.
One of the other international projects that we're involved in is the Habitat for Humanity. Not only international, but domestically. Some of our members...
Oh, you have a local one here
every
too.
year go down to New Orleans to help build new housing. And then occasionally they'll go to, was it Guatemala? On Habitat for Humanity.
Right.
Oh, right. No, we've sponsored university students that have gone with money from our club.
Right.
There are other projects that and unfortunately it's going to be phased out, where Rotarians go on as volunteers to work on these projects that are all over the world.
Right.
Other cases, it's club to club that works. That's what's the neat thing is that we do have meeting requirements, but you can go and make up at a meeting anywhere in the world.
If you missed your club, you can go to the next town over.
You can go to the next town over or the next country over.
Right.
Or actually on the internet. There are internet clubs that you can do make-up meetings at.
Oh, okay, so it's getting a little easier because your requirement is every week, right?
No, it used to be every week, and then it was relaxed a little bit, and now it's relaxed a lot. It's 50%.
Oh, as long as you go to 50%?
If you attend 50% of the meetings.
Oh, I thought it was still strict.
Yeah, no, it's been relaxed a bit.
Right, but we still hold weekly meetings, and we still encourage members to come as often. And there are other service clubs that do meet less often. No, Exchange meets. I mean, Kiwanis meets.
Kiwanis meets every Every week.
Every week. Lions, believe is
Every week.
Is it there every week?
They're
There
every
are
week
some
also.
Lions
Exchange
clubs.
I don't know about, but
Some Lions clubs in New Milford who are every other week.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we don't have the option.
Now there are 2 clubs in Danbury. Let's get into you know, where someone could go if, you know, someone's inclined to breakfast. They're coming to see you. Where do you meet currently?
We meet at WestCon.
On the west side.
On the west side,
Right,
west side
so
campus.
two campuses.
Off Lake Avenue. Directly, the entrance to WestCon is directly opposite the Super Stop and Shop on
Right.
Lake Avenue. We meet in the Student Cafe in the Student Center every Friday morning.
7:30.
Officially at 7:30, but most of us show up at 7. And we enjoy some fellowship for a half an hour, and then we start the meeting, and it runs from 7:30, ends promptly, instantly at 8:30, because
Most people got to go to work.
many people have to go to work. Right. If they miss our meeting, there's the Danbury Club, which meets at the Ethan Allen Inn on Wednesdays
Right.
at noon, or 12:15, and the meeting runs until about 1 o'clock.
I thought they went to 1:30 with the speaker.
1:30.
1:30 with the
Yeah,
speaker?
with the
Okay,
speaker, yeah.
The Brookfield Club meets at Pasta Garden in Brookfield
Third
on Mondays in the evening at 6:15. The Ridgefield Club meets on Wednesdays also at 6:15 at a little restaurant set back behind a shop on Katuna Street, directly across from the Ridgefield Fire Department. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. Right. I hope they'll forgive me. And then the Newtown Club meets Monday nights at 6 o'clock at the Newtown Inn.
Okay.
Right.
Now, do you have a website?
We do.
Maybe an international, or do you have your local one too?
If you go on to Rotary7980.org,
Rotary 7980.
right,
Yeah,
that's our
that's a
district,
district.
and then they can click on the particular town that they're in.
So Rotary 7980.org, and you can bring up all the Rotary clubs, and then you can hit.
Right.
And that's for the district. This district.
At this district. If you go to Rotary.org, you can search for a club that has a club search, and whatever town, wherever you are, here and around the world, it'll tell you where it meets and what time.
But the one with the number is the local.
Is the local Southern Connecticut.
Right.
Now, we do have our own website as well for the
okay.
Danbury Sunrise.
All right. What's the Sunrise one? Because it has
I
all.
was afraid you were going to ask
Well,
that.
that's why I said if you go on you can click into the website.
Yeah.
From
okay.
From
the
7980,
Right.
you can click into
7980.
our website. I
Right.
think
Or-
it's danburysunrise.org.
Google.
Yeah.
Google Danbury Sunrise.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They're giving me a high sign. We got 5 minutes, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we got a few more things, and that is. You know, we started talking about the foundation and stuff, and I also wanted to know, is there anything in particular that the local club emphasizes more than others? Or any future development that you're looking at that, hey, we really like to do this and really expand this on the local level, and maybe you haven't done it before,
There's one that I would like to advertise. One, our club sponsors a Rotaract, which is a Rotary club for college age. And they don't necessarily have to be in college, and this one is run at WestCon. Several of the other clubs sponsor Interact clubs, which are Rotary level clubs in high schools. Newtown, Ridgefield is doing Ridgefield High School. They're going to do one at Joel Barlow. Brookfield does one at Brookfield High School. We have what's called the Youth Exchange, which is an international. A student spends a year abroad with the home of a Rotarian. If someone is thinking about that we just interviewed some students that are getting prepared for next year. That's a really neat experience, and many of the schools like working with the international, with Rotary for international exchange students. Our students go to another country, other countries bring students over, send students through Rotary over here. The other thing we have is what's called Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. We call it RILA. And it's a really neat leadership training opportunity. If you've got kids that you're aware of, go on that website, find your Rotary Club, and contact them. Our emphasis in the year is going to be youth, and we have a lot of neat things. Our district also will be having scholarships as well as the club level to offer kids. So these are really.
I've been looking at these medals, and 3 times I was going to ask you about. Could you tell me where you got those? Yeah.
Every year, the president, the Rotary International president, chooses a theme. This year, the theme is John Kenny, who is president and who comes from Scotland, says the future of Rotary is in your hands, therefore hands. This is an emphasis from the district governor this year, and his is a green state. We're looking for doing things green, growing trees, etc. That's because I was membership director. Here, we're always emphasizing the fundraising that we have as a challenge for our club to raise the money. This is the giveaway for the Montreal Convention, and that's because I'm an instructor for the Rotary Leadership Institute. So these are called, those are, and there's your Rotary pin.
They're like badges of honor.
Oh, you betcha. Rotarians think pins were invented for them. They just love them and help you, show who you are and what you're up to.
If I could just
go ahead.
Address the audience for 1 second.
Now you got a minute.
If you have a burning desire to do something good, to be of service to your community and to the international community in the farthest reaches of the globe, you couldn't do better than to consider joining Rotary.
Okay, and do you have a telephone number that you like to share?
You can call me at my home.
Okay.
And that's 203-270-6980.
Anybody interested in Sunrise Club?
That's correct.
Sunrise,
right.
Okay.
And if I'm not there, there's an answering machine. You can leave a message, right?
Okay. And Julie, any final words on your part?
I think that you'll love getting involved with Rotary. It's a wonderful organization.
Yeah. I was going to say give us an example of it, but they're telling me we've only got like 20 seconds left.
No, I think that Doug is
so let's do that website one more time.
Rotary7980.org.
Okay, or anybody wants additional information. So I want to thank you both for coming on the show, and I want to thank the viewers for tuning in to the Community Forum. Tune in next week, same time, same station, and we'll have another interesting program. Good night for now, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We